Hello, welcome to the Just Tiff podcast, where I tell you guys some real life stories about some real life topics. This is episode 37, 38. I don't know, you guys. I hadn't added it up before getting on, so I'm just gonna tell. We're somewhere down in the 30s. But I just wanted to say thank you all for listening. Thank you all for tuning in. If any of you can tell, I am driving. But hey, no hands, because you all hands-free here. You guys are right there, and I am driving. So I am headed to work. So you guys just bear with me as I head to work. I was going to record this last night, but I was not feeling my best. So I just said, yeah, I'll do it later. So I put it off until this morning, and I said, I'll just do it on my way to work. So you guys are riding with me to work, and I can look at you guys now because it's a red light. But anywho, I wanted to touch on our youth today and our village. Let me say I had a lot that I wanted to say, because I know recently I was having a conversation with Sister Smith at church, and we were talking about the village and how so many people in our youth today feel like, well, not even our youth today, people my age, my generation, I'm 35, that feel like, oh, well, you know, the village isn't what it used to be, you know, and grandparents aren't grandparenting like they used to, and so forth. But for me, my opinion, which we all have one, but my opinion, I guess, to me, I always looked at the village as extended family. So aunts and uncles and cousins and stuff being the village, not grandparents, because I feel like as grandparents, they're going to be there like that. There has not been one time that I have called either my mom or my mother-in-law and they have not picked up to help pitch in for anything and everything that say I or Devin can't do. So I can't say grandparents are a part of the village, and I could be wrong. I don't know everybody's description or definition of village, but for me, my village show up. My village be there. Again, there ain't one time I hey, can y'all come get the kids? Hey, I'm here. I'm in urgent care, or I'm doing this. Work done got long. I'm working overtime. Can you get the kids? Hey, can you keep the kids? I got a random shift. I got to work. Any little thing, them grandparents be on it. Like my in-laws and my mother and my dad, my children's grandparents be on it. So I don't know about the village beyond that. I'm trying to think of a time where we've had to reach out beyond that, and I really don't. I can't think of a time. Now, I could be wrong. Don't hold me to that, y'all, because I can't say that there hasn't been a time where we haven't reached beyond the grandparents. But now, for me, growing up, I don't remember the village being that present. I can remember like once or twice where I might have been babysat by a cousin. Maybe once or twice here or there. I don't think I was ever really babysat with my uncle and my aunt. I only have one uncle, and he was married to my aunt, and they have since divorced and gone their separate ways. But I can't remember being with like one or two cousins one time to babysit. Like, and they babysat me, and I literally was like, take me home. I don't want to be here. Take me home. So I don't know, y'all. I don't know, but it made me think about that, because I know the statements have been made of the village ain't the same as it used to be, and I just can't think of too many times where I was with anybody that wasn't my grandparents. And even when I was with my grandparents, it wasn't like my grandparents kept us all the time. Now, like with us, we used to stay right beside my papa, and so when I would get out of school sometimes, I would, like elementary school, I would go and sit at his house and sit with him for the couple of hours that it took before my mom got off from work or before my brother got home from middle school. So like I said, beyond my grandparents, I can't really think of a time where the village pitched in, and or, you know what I mean? So I was skeptical of that statement. Now, one of my friends did tell me that she felt like the village isn't the same, but she also said it depends on the parent, because a lot of parents in this generation don't want people to discipline their kids. They don't want people to correct their children. And she also stated that she felt like her village isn't the same because she hasn't been consistent in staying in contact and visiting her family as much, because she has moved, so she isn't local anymore with her family that's local here. So that made sense to me as well, because then I can say that part of me, as far as my family, I have not been consistent in being in contact with them. I may text here and there, and I may pop up maybe once or twice a year, depending on the holiday. So I can't quite give y'all a reason on why I haven't been. Things for me emotionally haven't felt the same since my great aunt passed away. And once my great aunt passed away, I just kind of felt like, I won't say the family crumbled, but I feel like the family divided. Like, we all kind of just went in our own separate entities. And I do know, my mom gets with them a lot, and they all get together on weekends sometimes for football, for other holidays and stuff. And I don't know what it is, y'all, but emotionally, my mind just be like, my great aunt is not here, and I don't like it. I don't want to be with everybody, and my great aunt's not here. I don't know why. That's where I revert to, and she passed. It's been 10 years now, and I still am just like, I don't like it. I don't like this. She's not here. I don't like it. I would probably have to do some therapy on that, y'all, because I can't quite explain that. But what I really wanted to say too was about the youth today. Going into that part, there was a fire started in a bathroom at Cedar Shoals High School. And for many of you that may know, may not know, I went to Cedar Shoals. I'm an alumni from Cedar Shoals and graduated in 2006. And I have seen tons of posts on Facebook where there's a lot of my classmates, and we're all 35 now. Some of them have kids in high school. Some of them have kids in middle school. And yes, my two kids are 3 and 4, so they're nowhere near high school right now. However, a lot of the Facebook posts were just like, oh man, you guys, you got to really look at it. And, we weren't this bad back in school. We weren't this bad when we were in school. This generation is just lost, and we've got to do a better job parenting. Now, let me say, I agree with that one statement. We got to do a better job parenting. I have seen parents that have children my age. I've seen parents that have children older than my kids, and they don't pay their children any attention. They don't listen to their kids. They don't talk to their kids. They expect their kids to just know how to be on life and on this earth as a whatever age they are, as if they've gone through this life as long as we have, and just here, fend for yourself, do what you got to do because I've lived this life. That's not parenting. That's not how that works. So I can agree with the statement that we're not parenting like we should. However, nonetheless, I'm not going to say this generation that's out here trying to blow up the bathroom or whatever they were doing, set the bathroom on fire, is worse than our generation. And the only reason why I say that, I mean, y'all, I remember being in the 6th grade, and I remember the rumor was that there was a girl in the boys' bathroom, and that she was in there giving sexual favors to like 6 dudes in the bathroom. I was in 6th grade, y'all. 6th grade. I don't even know what age that is, but we were in 6th grade. This is Cedar Shoals High School that had somebody start a fire. So I can't say, oh, well, yeah, this generation is lost. I was in 9th grade when one of my classmates told me, Tiffany, you can buy things from the dollar store and make a bomb. And I said, no, I didn't know you could do that. Thought it was a random fact he was sharing, you guys. Did not realize that this nut was going to actually go to the dollar store after school and for less than $20 buy things and make a bomb and put it in the bathroom. And the bathroom bomb went off while my cousin was in there. My cousin had to go to court. My cousin was not injured, but my cousin had to go to court. It was like 2 or 3 dudes in the bathroom, and then the bomb went off. And that classmate did get expelled. And again, this current generation randomly just started a fire in the bathroom. And this generation, oh my goodness, that we weren't doing stuff like that. We might have been doing some different stuff, but we were just as bad. I think to my brother's class, he graduated in 2002, and Miss Horn was one of the English teachers at Cedar Shoals. And the year he graduated, which he graduated in 2002 May, I came into Cedar Shoals in August of 2002. So the year, like the summer or spring semester while he was in, Miss Horn got hit upside the head with a chair because the desks were separate, the chairs were separate, and one student got upset with her for a grade and took the chair and hit her upside the head. 2002, you guys. We're in 2022. Now, what I can say was I had Miss Horn freshman year, and by the time I got to her class, we had the joining chair and desk. And I remember a couple of students would get upset with her, and they would like grab the desk, just shake it, just to get a reaction out of her, and she would freak out. And I don't blame her for that, because she got hit upside the head with a chair. Y'all, this generation is not no worse than what we were. We were just as bad. We might have been doing different things, but we were just as bad. And it's the same for generations before us and generations before that. We're all what we choose to be. If you are not getting parented correctly, or if you don't feel you are being treated right at home, whatever it may be, you're going to lash out whenever you get the opportunity. And for some of these children, lashing out is when they get to school, because that's their only outlet. And that's a sad thing. That's sad that these kids feel like the only place that they can really get attention is when they're at school misbehaving. So yes, I do say it's a lack of parenting on our end, but I also say stop lying and telling these children, oh man, you guys are horrible. You guys are horrible. Our generation never did stuff like that. That's a lie. That is a lie. We did some things, and we probably have done some worse things than that, but we just don't want to talk about it. Don't make these kids feel like they generation doing stuff we ain't never seen. Now, they are doing some things that are unbelievable. But, I mean, y'all, I remember a classmate bringing cigarettes to school in 5th grade and caught himself smoking them in the bathroom. Now, back then, it was okay because they called their daddy. And their daddy caught him in the bathroom and tore him up. But that was 5th grade, y'all. 5th grade. Now, what if he dropped a cigarette and that caused a fire in the bathroom? You get what I'm saying? Like, nobody didn't go in there and confront him. They knew who it was, and they called his daddy. Now, y'all sitting here with cameras all in these schools, security guards and everything. Y'all didn't know who started that fire in their bathroom? Come on now. It's a lack of caring. It's a lack of parenting. It's a lack of teaching. Everybody can't be in certain jobs just for the paycheck. You get what I'm saying? You can work McDonald's, you can work wherever for the paycheck, but boo-boo, when you a teacher and you supposed to be teaching and caring about the youth, it can't just be for a paycheck then. But I would say one thing my parents have always taught me, it starts at home. And y'all, we got to do a better job of parenting our kids, whether you got a village or not. Them children asked to come here, and they got 2 parents, and whether they got 2 or 1, they got a parent. And you need to be that parent and actually parent your child. I seen a post, and I say it again. You cannot expect your 7-year-old, your 3-year-old, your 17-year-old to go throughout life and act as though he or she has been here as long as you have on this earth. Because they have not. It takes teaching. It takes guiding, and it takes discipline. We have got to learn how to parent our kids, trust our kids, and give them what they need, the tools that they need to get the knowledge that they need to make it in this life, y'all. Village or not. All right, you guys, that's my rant. I'm at work. You guys have a great Friday. See ya.